Shubham, brother. Good evening, Master. Good evening, my dear Tao brothers and sisters. Today, I am very happy to narrate Mr. Sukhdev Singh Ji's story. And the title of the story is Make the Most of Everything. Once upon a time, there lived a wise man named Amar Sen in the town of Shrivasti. He had four sons. And friends, like every normal being, each of them also desired to become the heir of his property and wealth. But Amar Sen, he had a different perspective. He was a very wise man. He wanted to find out which son was the most deserving to get his inheritance. And to get that, he decided to go on a long pilgrimage to distant religious places and called his sons to break the news. He told them, "My dear sons, I am going on a long pilgrimage and will return after 4 years. I am giving 10 wheat grains to each of you to see who makes the best use of these grains. The one who will make the wisest use will be eligible to get all my wealth," and left home for the journey. After he left, the first son threw away the grains in the bin, thinking them to be useless. He thought, what could be done with these 10 grains of wheat? The second son, he thought of eating the grains, feeling that it would be the best use of the grains. So he ate them, contemplating how after 4 years he only would be ruling over others. Now comes the third son. Do you know what did he do with the grains? After mulling over a lot, he kept the grains in his family temple, assuming how his religious father would be ecstatic with his decision. And now, lastly, the last son. He decided to do something different. So, he sowed all 10 grains in a field near his home. And magically, after some time, the grains turned into plants and started bearing more grains, as usually it happens. He again planted the grains in the fields, which turned into more plants. As a result, before his father came back, he had already reaped a rich harvest of wheat. Packing into bags and storing them carefully, he wanted to offer them to his father happily. Now, when Amar Sen came home after his 4-year-long pilgrimage, he asked his four sons, one by one, what they had done with the grains. When he found his fourth son turning the 10 grains into many bags of wheat grains, he was very happy and very satisfied, very contented with his wisdom, and declared him the heir to all his wealth and property. That is all for the story today, friends. Now, please allow me to share with you some takeaway lessons. The story teaches us that we should do well with the given responsibility. Our wisdom is always reflected in how we make use of our resources, no matter how insignificant they are. And now, the 10 grains of wheat, of course, they are a symbol. They are small, but who knows? What starts small can eventually turn out to be a gigantic one later, as happened in the same story. The same metaphor applies to our opportunities in life as well. Tell me, don't we often hear people complaining about having no good opportunities? But do you think that it really happens like that? In my opinion, God always gives us chances in abundance. But unfortunately, some people don't hold the opportunity when it really came to them, taking it too negligible, too small. And why does this happen? Because they are expecting too much reward upfront. But the reality is different. An opportunity is your chance to give before you get. The door swings on unexpected hinges. It is always unpredictable. In the story, Amar Sen's son maximized the 10 wheat grains. He sowed them in the fields, which turned into plants and started bearing more grains. He again planted the grains in the fields and got more plants in the end. So, like him, shouldn't we also try to multiply our resources to get the best booty? And now, when it comes to our natural resources, don't you think we must try to protect our environment and our Mother Earth? But the question is how? Of course, by following the three R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. So, to conserve natural resources and landfill space. Reduce means to cut back on the amount of trash we generate. Reuse means to find new ways to use things that otherwise would have been thrown out. And recycle means to turn something old and useless into something new and useful. For example, we can change the plastic milk jugs into picnic benches, playground equipments, and recycle bins. There's so many things. We can make wisest, better use of all those things. And in our temple, Tao has been teaching us to always say good words, think good thoughts, do good deeds, and be a decent human being. We acknowledge ourselves as a responsible citizen in this global village. We should all play our parts to preserve the environment and to make the world a better place. Isn't it our duty? Of course it is. And this is also one of the purposes of our Tao. Friend, this was all for today. My heartfelt gratitude to Sukhdev Singh Ji for letting me narrate his wonderful story. Thanks a lot for listening me. Hope you liked it. And for all the mistakes I have made, I seek forgiveness from Lords and Buddhas. Once again, thank you so much. Now I pass this virtual mic to Shubha brother. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, ma'am, for wonderfully narrating the story. I think Mr. Sukhdev Singh must be very happy whenever he listens that you are narrating his story in a very unique way, always. And he always must have, some admirable words for you. I think he wanted to say you something today also.
Thank you, Shubhamji. Thank you, Renu sister. It is our great pleasure to listen to the story in your voice. Even today, I like the way you tell the story very much. For this, you deserve our hearty congratulations. I heard Shai Loshi say you also missed narrating the story very much. Indeed, you are narrating very well. I hope that you can take some time out to tell the stories again and again. The story has become very colorful with your narration. Thank you so much, Renuji.
Thank you so much, Shubham brother and Sukhdev Singh Ji. Please keep giving me chances. This is you only that you give me the matter and I narrate. It's nothing in me, but your words, your story keeps inspiring me and I keep my doing my better. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, Renuji.
Thank you so much, Sukhdev Singh ji, for
Thank you, Shubhamji.
your words and for your story. And now it's time for our reflection. And I would like to invite our